Alright. Alright, so today we are building something simple. I need to move this a bit. So we are building something. What is it? Okay. Alright, summary of the show here. Tiny font. I'm not sure everybody can read this. But yeah, it's just it's a typical shonen adventure thing where a boy finds a robot. Apparently with a mascot character. I watched like a few episodes, or maybe 1 or 2 episodes. Basically, it was I don't know, just a shonen kind of thing. Yeah, that's not the point really. I mean, it's you kind of feel like these shows can just pop up every now and then, just so that molecule manufacturers will have something to release, which is kind of the case here. These are, yeah, the kind of the robot design are kind of simplistic, kind of like it is on purpose so that they can be made into model kits. I already built the first one, the males Gambu. I think they're not called mobile suits or armor or whatever, just called males. It's the name of the mechas in those things. At least the that's what good guys call them. It's like similar. It's not dissimilar to Gundam, where like a boy gets robots and fight bad robots. Well, not a robot, mobile suit. I'm gonna get blamed for that probably. So yes, by Sunrise, obviously. So not obviously, but it's by Sunrise. So that is kind of the people who do the Gundam, and they will do things like that from time to time, and just to keep reminding people, oh, we do mecha stuff. So you have some more description on the box here. This is a no, this is not. This is a unmanned vehicle, not a manned one. Okay. Yeah, it's basically like Japan has been, or the world is like, 2061C common year, I guess. AMAIM, A-M-A-I-M. I don't know what that means, but so basically it's this bunch of political stuff happening in that show. And basically Japan has been subjugated or some such, because the economy is bad, to be bought up by the US. I think it's like very common like these days. Like there's lots of. Isn't also the plot of the latest, well, similar to the plot of the latest Code Geass, where basically Japan is being ruled by Britain. Oh, anyway. But yeah, it's a typical Gundam-ish kind of show. You got your main character, his rival, love interest, I guess, and or basically probably person who like, this is Sasuke, this is Naruto, this is female. Anyhow, yeah. So it's a very simple kit I'm building today, just because I've been building very complicated kits for the past few days, and this just needs something with a low frustration level. And this is what we have. I don't think anybody really cares about these, but I'm just gonna build it anyway. I have those. I tend to buy those when they come out. I tend to watch occasionally, like, oh, what's the new stuff that Bandai is releasing? What's the new kind of line of mecha-looking kits that are happening, plastic model kits? And yeah, this one was like out there for a while. And so I just got a few. They weren't particularly expensive. Those are SG kits, 1/72 scale, by Bandai, obviously. And I'm probably talking way too much about this than I need to. It's just it looked nice. it looked okay. It looked like, oh, this looks like fun. I'm gonna get this. I built the first one, the male Kembu, which is like the protagonist mostly. And yeah, it had a couple of nice surprises. Like there was like some piston action on the chest. Otherwise, it's like you're bare basic. Well, not bare basic. Well, it's the newer type of HG kit. We'll see in a minute. So I'm probably just gonna go unboxing here. The box is a bit beat up. I don't know why. Maybe shipping. No. Hopefully the flat contract really survive those kinds of treatment. So, all right. So you have your this is a really recent kit. So 2021, I believe. No, made in 2022. So fairly recent. So I'm expecting it to be somewhat easy to build and still kind of satisfying. Yeah, so basically Japan, blah, blah, blah. Some background info on the show itself. This one, yeah, this one seems to be unmanned. Artificial aim, automobile artificial intelligent mounts. Wait, is it? Unmanned? Yeah. I guess it is, maybe. I don't know if the people like sit in the actual mobile suit, like I'm calling them. Well, his name is too hard to pronounce. So I'm just gonna call them. Well, let's call them mechas. I don't know if people actually sit in the mechas because there doesn't seem to be space for a person in there. So 172 scale, 10 meters tall. Yeah, that's quite big, so you could probably fit someone in here. Although, why would you? I didn't watch the show. I must like all 2 episodes, so I don't know. But yeah, otherwise, this is a very standard instruction sheet for an SG kit. I feel I'm gonna miss some stuff in here. Need to pay attention to this. Sometimes because I go this part, I say, oh, this is not important, but actually there's something important happening down there. Very simple. Few runners, not a lot. There are no poly caps because this is a newer type of. I say newer type, but they've been around for a few years now. So a newer type of HG kits. Well, they don't use poly caps. They're things like engineered precisely so that you do not need those anymore. Well, at least that's the plan. Yeah. Standard stuff. So this is supposed to be relaxing. I'm not gonna waste any more time on this. I mean, it just looked. Oh, yeah, it looked a bit pretty. I guess. I don't buy like whenever those shows come up. There's been a few. Every now and then there's a new one. Not Gundam necessarily, but like some show with mechas. I will. And if they do come out with model kits. And they come out with like several model kits. I will usually buy or try to buy whatever looks interesting and try not to get like stuff that is duplicate. So for example, if there's variations on the same on the main character's mobile suit, like say there's a one with like extra accessory that shows up like much later in the show, like you can upgrade it or something, I will not get that one probably. But since I will usually already have gotten the first one, the base model, and then I'll just get whatever else looks like looks somewhat interesting. I just usually go by design, the appearance of it, or if I did watch, it's a weird thing. We have some thin stickers and regular shiny stickers and some rockets. Interesting rockets. Yeah, HG kits are quite detailed these days. They do have lots of. I mean, it's not the manufacturing technique has probably progressed to the point that creating like those dimples and panel lines and all that is probably fairly easy for whatever software they use to build those things. I assume, or I hope. I definitely hope they're not cheaping out. Yeah, I mean, you compare with like older kits from even like perfect grade kits. Recently I compared like not on video, but like I was just like moving some stuff around. I compared some of the stuff on a perfect grade kit. We have one built, the Zaku, and an RG Zaku. The RG Zaku had like more panel lines and details than the perfect grade kit did, even though it's like less than half the size. But yeah, like it's probably not hard for them to like design those and have more surface details, and they should really. I mean, the more detailed they make their kits, the more likely people will want them anyway. Lots of small runners. You could have combined them. Maybe it's like maybe there's variations of this mecha in the show. That's why. So anyway, I think there's not a lot. So what I'm gonna do is, I haven't done this in a while, but I'm just gonna make files of things. Let's start with runner A. A1 and A2, is it? What are you? Yeah. 2021 that was manufactured. I'm just gonna snip everything, put them in files, and work from there. Yeah, this is like a very simple kit. I'm just doing a cleanse from all the complicated. Yesterday I did a somewhat frustrating plastic model kit from MPC, which is a US manufacturer, and it was not pleasant. And it was a kit that I had started to build 10 years ago and just gave up on. And yeah, then much later, like, oh, no, I'll just try to complete that. And I still didn't complete it. This took 2 hours of being mildly annoyed at it. So today I'm just trying to relax for a second. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if there's fans of this show. It's kind of sad, really. There's people who made the effort to produce this. Some people suffered because of poor work conditions in Japan. And the show is probably going to be, probably already has been, relegated to some obscure anime show that nobody, it's like just something that nobody really remembers anymore. Came out recently. It's not like it's going to be a cult thing. I mean, the art style of many shows these days just isn't quite the same. It lacks, I don't know how you could say it. It lacks well, there's like shows from the 80s, 1980s and whatnot, and maybe even 1990s. Much of this stuff, much of the art was hand drawn, and a lot of effort went into it. So you would, even if it's like some limited mecha story, not something as long running as like Gundam or Macross or something else, or even, I don't know, what's a long running one. Things that you could make into into model kits. If it's not here. And one run done, easy enough. It goes faster if you do all the runners at once. Like you don't have to think about what it is you're nipping. You don't have to search for it. You just like get all of them off. This is file A1. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, it's like the art style of anime these days is, I wouldn't say lazy, but they do tend to use computer generated graphics. Is that even what we call them these days? I don't think that's the common parlance anyway. But yeah, they do tend to overuse things that cheapen the art, I guess. I guess you could say cheapens the art. Like even like something that wasn't popular from the 80s or 90s or even further back. More likely 80s and 90s. Like if it's very carefully drawn, you can kind of see the level, like very high level of details, and which you could achieve easily with computers like generative graphic if it just, instead of like using very plain cell shaded stuff that doesn't have a lot of texture detail. I mean, I guess it's a matter of balance. They want to keep it like, oh, it has to feel like something that with anime-ish properties. But if you look at the older anime, the stuff that's successful, that's like that endures, that people remember. Oh, people, was that an extra nub? I think it is. I'll just leave it on for now. They just don't. It doesn't have the same feel. I'm trying to remember. There was like there's a bunch of like mecha animes I've seen over the years. One of them whose title name I can't remember. Oh no, actually, there's Full Metal Panic, which is stuff with mechas in it. Even though it was, no, it was hand drawn at the beginning. It spanned like multiple decades. I think they did maybe it was like in the 2000s, early 2000s, 2010s maybe. They did additional, like a conclusion to the story, I guess, in anime form. But yeah, you need a strong story as well, not just some rehashed shonen tropey thing. You definitely can tell it's just there for like for them to have an excuse to make more model kits. So this is what it is, I think. Doesn't mean you don't get nice looking things. You get like some interesting designs, but there's no soul behind it. Let's put it that way. Okay, I'm getting a bit okay, let's just try to do this in order so we don't get confused here. This could be considered relaxing. You just do some repetitive task without really thinking about it. And you let your thoughts wander a bit. It has, I know, some of the things that's like very common in all sorts of mecha designs is that oh, this one didn't go on. Okay, is that like hand back panel thing? You know, you need like some kind of armor to protect something with so many articulation points, but it's always the same kind of thing. Piece of back armor, like hand on the back of a hand, and the hands always have 5 fingers, which is ridiculous if you think about it. For like a mass-produced model robot, if you were a real robot, you would never have 5 fingers. That would be, the design of that is like way more complicated than just like having a pincer or Maybe just like 3 fingers. That kind of makes sense. No, that's a gun hand, I guess. Yeah, it is a gun hand. Okay, got another one off. This is B1. I'll just deal with that later. Well, maybe I'll just deal with it now. No. Okay. Oh, hello. Kyoukai Senki, yeah. Oh, hello, Peter Robot. How do you do? Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the chat here. Oh, should I be typing in the chat or just responding here? Another very... I need to figure these out. Maybe there's like a tutorial on how you're supposed to do live streams that I haven't been watching. Okay, so... yeah, so we have a few files here. This is A, B, B2. Okay. Some of these stuff attached. Wait, this is a simple model kit. Simple model kit. So that's why I'm just doing this mass. And it's like very few pieces per runner, so it's not too bad. So you can very quickly go through and just knit things up. Yeah, I think I have most of the things that look like have a nice visual feel to them. You can definitely tell like those things were designed to be simple so that you can make like it's basically like a situation like a teenage He-Man or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle situation where basically the show is to sell products. I'm not sure if it's specifically like plastic models, but sure feels like it. It's like very simple designs. Either they were trying to like make it this is definitely we're trying to go for real robot feel here. So the design is simplistic and somewhat realistic. You'll have actual like the leg joint, the knees and whatnot, the articulations would be what you would expect to actually see if this was an actual real life robot. Not robot. I keep calling them robot, but that's taboo. Do I do these? I don't know. So, how long are we in here? 20 minutes probably, 25. Yeah. So, if I build it like this, it's probably not going to take very long to actually do the building. The whole knitting process takes about 20. I'm trying to like figure out a way to build those somewhat quickly so I don't make 3-hour videos every single time for even a simple SG kit. I think the thing I spend most of my time doing is cleaning the parts and getting rid of all the nubs. It's probably like 30 seconds per part to actually clean everything. Yeah, got everything, I think. Let's go this way now. So Yeah, I don't always have time to watch every single show. Those kits I'm building. I think it's still available for streaming somewhere. You can probably, but the problem with it is like it's like a very generic shonen story. I can't really have some difficulties to like focus on it, I guess. Oh, that's what the playback at 2 times the speed is for, I guess. You can play games while watching it and like try to guess the trope that it will use. Wishes and one of the glasses in there. It was like a smart type pilot's mobile suit. Also, I'm guessing like each like protagonist team member is usually a teenager, probably, and they're also the same age, and there's only one girl, and or a few girls, very few girls, and so like rivalries between the boys and whatnot. Yeah, I'm just guessing. But the problem is like it's very difficult to show and stuff, and I've seen that like 1,000 times. You need something more than just tropes to move a story along. Which I know is not fair because, well, it's capitalism. They have to keep popping those out. Okay, let's keep going. This is C1. Parts are kind of... This is not ABS. It feels a bit too flexy for ABS. Or maybe because the kit is new, I don't know. I've only been building kind of old kits. Like decades old. Like the plastic itself, no, it's like it's been designed decades ago and reprinted recently. No, the kits themselves are like decades old. So there might be some differences where the plastic itself denatures over time, which I've seen in that kit I was building yesterday. It was a Knight Rider kit, and the plastic, well, felt like it was kind of breaking down a bit. Kind of like something that you left out and the sun gets a bit brittle. It's a little bit sticky, a little bit melty. Didn't feel very good to the touch. Okay, so wait, more stuff over here. Hopefully I didn't drop anything on the ground. It's an SG kit, but still, like if you drop something, it's gonna be kind of a pain. Alright, so now this side. Some very small parts in here. This new nipper I'm using. Oh, this is very long fingers. Like mechanically, that doesn't make sense. Like the longer the finger, the more you had to deal with forces. You had to have like apply larger force to make it there's probably better solutions for like robot hands that don't involve actual like replicas of human fingers. No, I think I missed this one completely. This was like a hiding in the thing here. All right. This one like gripes with real robots or stuff that like is trying to be a real robot mecha, and it's always like fingered hands. And you kind of forgive it if the story's good. And I guess like it's no, got all of it. I guess it's a thing people prefer maybe. This is C2, well C1. I hopefully don't drop anything on the ground without noticing. Well, we'll find out. We're doing this live, so mistakes will be made. This is the last runner. There are no polycaps, as you may have noticed. Absolutely no polycaps. Well, we have this now softer. This is ABS. It is polystyrene. What was the last runner then? Wait, it should say on here. Polystyrene, 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 everything is polystyrene. I guess the way, the technology, well, they've been at this for like 50 years at this point. Bandai, I mean. Well, manufacturers of plastic model kits have been at this for, I don't know, 75 years, 50 years, I don't know, a long time. So you'd figure that they'd figure out a few tricks to make things better. Although, I wish there was an alternative to polystyrene. Polystyrene is a very recyclable plastic. And there's always a problem of colored plastic, which will end up in the landfill because it's not recyclable either. Not that recyclable. There has to be ways to do it. Would be nice if, I'm not bending this, if rather than cost, it was viewed as, well, this has to be done no matter what, recycling. And instead of saying, oh, it's more cost effective to just dump this in the ocean, well, not in the ocean, dump it in a landfill. Like if money wasn't the only metric, the final metric by which you measure, can we do this? How much will it cost? If it costs too much, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. You just decided you won't make a profit off it. It's like you had to make a profit, otherwise it can't be done. It can be done. And just setting artificial limits. On those things. Government should be in charge of recycling, really. Not private companies. For the public goods, so it should be handled by the public things. It's like the idiotic way of thinking in the US still these days, that if something is done, it's not done by private entity, private organization, it's not going to be good. That's the narrative pushed by those private companies, just so that it's basically misinformation, so don't believe it. This is me just rambling, but yeah, I got nothing else to do when I'm nipping, so bear with me. And almost done. There we go. I'm probably gonna spend like 2 hours of this video just like cleaning this up, or maybe not. And there we go. That was C2. Alright, so nipped everything. This is a simple SG kit. Almost everything. Whatever this is. A1, B1, no, A1, B1, B2. Okay, you go there. And I think I have D. These are white parts. Probably gonna lose those. Lose track of it. I'm just gonna put it here. As there's a rock, isn't probably gonna be a. Oh, we'll see what I don't see the. I don't think they're visible on the outside, are they? Probably not. And that's it. Bandai Spirits. Oh, it is Bandai Spirits. It says on the runner, the Bandai Spirits. Yeah, so depending on the difference between Bandai and Bandai Spirits, the red and blue label. Oh, you guys like Nyuren? People like the show? I haven't. Okay, I'll admit I haven't watched it. Whole thing. But people in the chat apparently like it. Cool. Well, hope you enjoy it. I mean. I need to do. Actually, I wonder what's the latest one. It has to be like a newer show where there's some mechas involved, and Bandai probably has been releasing kits for it. I need to double check. I think the last one was wasn't Sakura Wars, was it? They did a revival of it, or readaptation in that awful cel-shaded 3D crap that they insist on putting on everything. I know, I mean, it saves on time, but it lowers the quality so much. Alright, so let's try this. C1, C2. This is the legs. We're starting with the legs. So now we're doing the building part. Okay, so C1, C2. Let's identify the parts we're looking for. I just like go for a pile. Okay, yeah, these hands aren't practical. Skeletal, creepy looking. Very cool. Could have made this articulated. If you think about it. If they had like a higher scale stuff, this thing should be fully articulated. It has all the joints for it. Oh, the video is a bit dark. I mean, lighting wise is a bit. We're just gonna mess up, I guess. I probably should like fix exposure because if I adjust it, like if there's something light on the screen, it will do whatever with it. Alright, so bag thing here, another one of those. Who said that this would take less time? This is file C. I should have all the stuff I need right here. And this is the first step, so it takes a second to find pieces we're looking for. Guess we have to finger for a pile of stuff. Except it should be right there. No, it's not that it is. That's 1, 2, should be in this pile. There we are. Alright, so, and then you need, the more pieces you use up, the faster it is to find the other pieces. And one more. Yeah, there you go. And then this is a C1, and then this is C1 and C219. C1 and C217, just check around for nubs. There are none. That's cool. Usually I use a stick or some kind of thing to help me push these in because I do not want to hurt my fingers. Model kit building is dangerous. Do not let anybody fool you. It is very dangerous. Oh, this is nice. Like the technique here is like instead of usually you would have like two halves joined together, but instead now they use kind of a hood to like hold it together, which is probably makes a stronger. Is that flat side? No, there's a. It makes for a stronger kind of mechanism here. So let's just push this in. Here's a mistake. This is you put C1 and C218 on top of it. I'm not stopping for. Well, maybe I should. I mean, you can. I will usually try to clean up some parts a bit. But this one, there's nothing like that is actually interfering with the points of contact. And, there's no like nubs on the very edge that is causing it to yeah. Already I'm like slightly impressed. Usually there would be like two halves just like pressed together with a hinge. This one's like it looks better. It's like it doesn't have it won't have an annoying gap that's gonna it could like pop the two halves open while you're just moving stuff around. Like yeah, the design technique has gone much better over the years. So this is whatever this is. C120, C220. So I need to go finger for this pile. That's not it. There we go. Alright, so there's a little bit of interference here, so you can kind of tell. So just like it's good. It's recommended to have a good set of nippers designed for. Actually, these ones are like a clone of the God Hand, and they've been doing great. I hope they're not getting blunt. I feel they might be getting a little blunt, which would be depressing. It still cuts fine, but actually, let me just do a quick test here. On polystyrene, does it cut as butter? It's not as smooth as butter anymore, maybe? Oh yeah, smoothish. The God Hand is smoother, but this one is smooth-ish. But it's like it's a decent. It's like $15 right now, $16, $17 maybe. And I think there's like cheaper ones, clones of this, for like $5 or $6 on AliExpress. So I may be one of those people who like go through tools very quickly. A1, A2, these do not matter, they are symmetrical. The shape of it, I mean the whatever is in this, yeah, so we have, what's up with the music? Yep, that is a retool. Yep, it's a retool, which is basically it. I did a small review of this a little while ago. Not a very good review video, but just a small. Oh, this is just flashing. Cool. I thought it was a nub, but apparently it's just a little bit of flashing that's easily removed. I feel like there was something. Okay, well, yeah, this is just a, like I said, this is a retool nipper, version 1.0, whatever that means. It's not too bad. It is relatively. It's better than the one I had before, which was getting blunt, definitely. So I'd like to clean these parts up as much as possible before I connect them together, because that way you have minimal amounts of gaps. I don't think I'm gonna need this, but I'll do this. Also, if it's an SG kit, tend to pre-drill the holes somewhat, because they will. Hold on a second. And yeah, and oh, you go in this one first. All right. No, another one of those. I guess this is a nub. Yeah, if you clean up the nubs, you'll have fewer problems fitting the parts together. Very frequently, you have leftover, the nubs when you cut them and they're on the edge, the plastic spreads out in this direction horizontally, well, parallel to the plane of the surface we're dealing with, so it will add a little bit of interference. And if you have multiple parts kind of sandwiched on top of each other, the interference adds up, and you end up with a creaky build or something which doesn't quite fit. Then you have to press, and it doesn't go in all the way. The other reason is the pegs and holes are either too tight, well, they're too tight, yeah, usually, so they don't, the parts don't fit all the way in, because the plastic is a little bit, well, it's plastic. It has some elasticity to it, so it will kind of press and push the parts back. So that's why I like to clean these up a bit before I continue. That's probably why my videos are getting longer, though. But there's no way around it. I mean, you can't really sand, well, file in my case, very fast. You don't want to damage stuff. So let's see if the bit, yeah, it's a bit tight. I like to pre-drill the holes, so that way, if I need to separate them later, I'm not gonna hurt myself, and I'm gonna rip parts apart that are gonna get damaged in the process. The pegs and holes are usually metric. Oh, there you go. Slides right in. Easy peasy. Wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, this is a retool. I think I answered that already. Yeah, RM 1.0. I don't know if it's getting blunt or not. I bought this how many molecules ago? 5 or 6? 7 maybe? I don't know. I bought it recently, so hopefully it's not getting blunt already. That would be sad. Alright, so look at that. We're doing progress. And then we need C2 15 and C1 15, which are these parts. No nubs on them a little bit. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Also nubs I call them nubs, a little leftover from the runners when you cut them. Those, if they're in a, I mean, this is unused polycast, but if it was in a something that is rubbing against some kind of joint, and it is rubbing against some other surface, it would cause it to require more effort to move. Wait, hold on. This little thing goes into this part here. Clip. Nice. No polycaps. Well, it's a bit loose. Okay, that didn't clip all the way. Bocce. Did you Bachi? Hey, did it go all the way? I guess it did. Alright. We're there. It doesn't say Bachi. I miss those. Like, it used to say, if possible, was supposed to like click together, they used to say Bachi in the some sound effects in the. Now, if this one came out a bit easy. I had to put it on twice. Alright. So now C1, C214 and C114, which is these ones, and yeah, that one. So just check around real quick for any kind of potential interference. Just do a quick shave of them. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is an HG kit. Well, even if it's an HG kit, like if you clean the parts properly, the end product, there's a difference. You can mention gaps and what have you. Alright, so this goes on the back here, like this. So, like so. Let's just use this. Alright. Now, C1 6 and C2 6. We need, basically, we're building, the legs are symmetrical, which makes for an easier build. You don't have to. It's not like you have to be super close. Like if you build, I like to build like if there's arms and legs, I like to build them all together. Because we're doing the same thing, just in mirror, but sometimes if you don't pay attention, you will get parts that that are supposed to be like on opposite sides, but they're not exactly identical. And it will cause fit issues. So you go like this. Okay, it's open on the front. Now it's got fills later on. Click, comes out. Click again, doesn't come out. It's a mystery. You need to click it twice. Click, comes out right out. Click, comes out again. Okay, yeah, maybe not. Okay, now that's a bit. I guess it needs to be like worn in a bit. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah, now it's like not coming out, so it needs to be like, I guess the inside thing that's holding it needs to be like kind of worn into place a bit. Alright, so now now the top things, A111 and A211, which are these things, and B120, well, I'll just say B20 because they're A1 and B1 are basically just A runners and B runners. So, what's wrong with polycaps? Oh, well, I don't know. Well, polycaps, I guess, what was like for the longest time they've used it as a stopgap measure. I don't know, as like a. That's the best they could do with like the, because the plastic, the molding isn't always like if you inject plastic in a mold, the output isn't always 100% exactly the original. What I mean, like, there's expansion, there's contraction, there's like weird things that happen. The plastic may not flow evenly throughout the mold despite your best efforts, and you will end up with like slight tolerance issues, like some parts aren't exactly as designed. Oh, look at that, perfectly fits. Yeah, they've been getting better at this. Bandai, at least, has been getting much better at designing parts that fit exactly. So you do not need, the polycaps are basically something soft to to be an in between those like parts that need to be like sliding against each other, and you can't like you cannot. You might not be able to get exact. Like if you have a 1 mm diameter hole, you need like maybe a 1.001 or 0. Well, let's say 0.1 because let's not be excessive. 1.01. No, sorry. If you're 1 diameter hole, you need like a 0.99 millimeter peg to go in it. So it's like it will fit in it. There will be just enough friction that it will hold in place. You can move it around. And the poly caps are basically springy and a bit. They can compress and bend, what have you. So that's why we're using poly caps. But I don't know what's wrong. Well, poly caps are kind of. They add, like, the joint has to take space. Whereas if you have everything, you can have like much smaller joints, like here. Except, oh, this one's coming off again. Well, hold on. Clip. That's not clipping anymore. You can have much smaller joints, much more faithful to the original. Okay, that's a. Alright. Oh, right, forgot these. Yeah, poly caps would like take up space inside the design, whereas here you can like you remove the poly cap, you can have like much tighter designs. I guess that's one of the disadvantages of poly caps. Alright, so these are the legs already. Now the feet, and I think those are the feet. See, but yeah, people who build those have probably been complaining of poly caps for years. That's why Bandai's been trying to go away from it. Okay, well those are the things, right? Yeah, C19 and CT10. Okay. C9 and C10, and then C22 and C21, which looks to be hold on. Not looking for it. Seems to be this one, I guess, right? And then this one, and then that one, and then almost found it. There we go. So if you had a poly cap here, you would have to like have a poly cap filling this whole space, and you might not be able to make it as small as this. You would have to make the joint a bit bigger to be able to fit the poly cap. And poly caps are squishy, and you can't really dye them. Maybe you can. I don't know. I don't know why, but yeah, you can't. It would be like more like you have to account for the size of the poly cap, and this poly cap wear down eventually. So they're more likely to lose their grip. And then we take C10 and C9. I think I'm gonna need 2. Those are some big holes. Usually like in SG kits you have like 1mm and 2mm holes. These are all so far seem like 3mm. This is 3mm drill bit here. This is just to pre-order my stuff here so we don't. Or maybe we do. Hold on. This goes here. And it goes there. Okay, a bit of nubs on this thing. Nothing too dramatic. We're just gonna shave them off real quick. That's that. Good enough. It's a nice for an SG kit. You just slice off the excess. Did I cut myself? Hopefully not. This is going to be in a thing, so I'm going to remove this part. Sometimes it's easier to assemble the part first and then shave off the whatever needs to be filed and what have you, instead of oops, okay, this way. Slides. Not really. What the hell? There's some. Oh, there we go. 1.5 millimeters. So the holes usually go 1.5, 2 millimeters, 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters, and so on and so forth. Did I get this one? Okay, something in here. What the hell? Some people just use the if they're inexact, I'll just like bore it like that. It only gets like the mouth of the peg. There we go. Slides right in. It still holds perfectly fine. Alright, do I need anything else? So A12, which is A12 and B21. That's it. There's nothing on front. I guess that's how it looks. Okay, let me see here. Oh, I guess it does. There's no like toe part. Just a heel. So one, do this. Let's see. No nubs, nothing too aggravating. I just put that on there. And then you just put this on there. There you go. No. Oops. Might fit. Never mind. Alright, so then this one goes here. Should have done that with the other one, but whatever. Then this goes on here. That's all you need. Then you assemble your leg. You pick a leg, decide which one is left and which one is right. You just turn the peg as needed, or do the opposite again if you feel like it. Alright, so I got it wrong. So this peg goes over here. And it did pop. I guess it works. Long legs. Very... I don't know why robots need heels, but they have heels now. Do they ride horses? I don't know. Like a heel isn't a practical design if you're... for any kind of terrain. Like you putting all the weight on these things here. And that will sink at the ground and cause some issues. Alright, those are the right and left leg. Done. I mean, they're trying. Waist assemble. Did it say leg assemble? Yeah, it says leg assemble. Well, it might be technically correct English, I don't know. What do I know? Okay, so C43, which is this thing here, and I need that one too, I guess. Alright, so let's just do a tiny test fit here and see which if we need some. Yeah, we do. So these are 1.5 millimeter here. So just pre-drill some holes like so. I'm going to countersink this, countersink that. That should make things easier down the road. Alright, C2 ought to be this one. Yeah, normally this would have been a polycap in the old days, but it's squishy, and I mean you can make sharper mechanical movements without polycaps if it's not squishy. Imagine if your ball bearings were made of like rubber, that kind of deal, like your axles were made of rubber. Okay, let's see. Where's my knife? Slice this one off. The whole thing is made of polystyrene. I guess it's a cheaper plastic, and ABS has its problems. Wait, is there? I guess not. There's no nothing that says it has to be in a certain orientation. Slides right in. Almost. There's something here. That's why I said like you need to like, because it spreads out in that way, so it's like it causes a little bit of interference here. But you can always just something's gonna go on there anyway. So I think it feels like okay. C39 A5. There's A5, C39. This one, just check for nubs here and there. Just like slightly nick them off if need be. I'm gonna switch the track if it's a bit noisy. I don't even know, is it even working, the background music? Basically stole all the, well not stole, it's there to be used like that, all the creative attribution, well the free stuff, the free music that's on YouTube that they allow you to use to make use as background music or other sound effects. Basically download a whole lot of it and have been trying to filter down until I can find some decent ones to be used as background music in my videos. And this goes on here. Which way? This holds this way. That goes this way. And let's make sure there's nothing interfering here. Do it quick. Like they are very much more precise fits than they used to be. The newer kits without polycaps, so you kind of have to you have to be a bit. Well, I mean, usually it just like connects easily and stays together just fine, but occasionally you have to just do a small test fit. I mean, you always had to. Less these days, I guess. Right. A6 and B14. Oh, times 2, I guess. Was those the flaps? There's no flaps on the side. It does not have a skirt. Just has a. This is its butt cover. That's what it is. This is a technical term. B4. This is B4 and A6. Check for fit issues here. Like if the polycap is not the polycap, the nub is like overflowing. See, it's like it's I don't know if you can see it, but it's like slightly going over the edge. Alright. Cut myself here. We're doing this live, so accidents may happen. Tell your friends, come watch the train wreck. Oh no. I'm pretty good at this, so I think at least that I'm reasonably good at this. I haven't managed to injure myself yet. Oh yeah, if you're new here, just please subscribe or what have you. You know the drill. Like, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so YouTube will give me some money so I can... Wait, this is the wrong one. Give me some money so I can buy more kits. Wait, that is the correct one. What the hell? Yeah, I basically use the money I get from monetization to just buy new model kits, really. I don't think I can make a living off this thing. It will be difficult. Okay, so that... Alright, there we go. Very loosely. Not bad. Yeah, trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so do find it in your heart to subscribe. And if you don't, I mean, you can subscribe and just mute the channel. I think that's fine. Or you can come back later. I mean, if it shows up in your feed and you... Or mute the like notifications if you don't want to get notified. I'm okay with that. I'm just doing this for fun. And to relax. Or try to. Occasionally I run into a stressful kit, that doesn't help me relax. Okay, this is C44, goes on here. Holds the two parts together. Alright. Now, that's the whole waist, okay. Leave this here. Now the body assemble. It says movable point. What does that mean? Oh, alright. I didn't see that, but it says movable point on the diagram here for some reason. That's just where the articulation points are. So C40 and C41. This one and this one. Check for fit. Shoes, any nubs and what have you, just like nip them off. How are we doing for time here? We are at 1 hour 13. It used to take me like just like 1 hour to make a HG kit, like around 1 hour or an hour and a half at most. But I would just like rip through them and not really care. Then I look at them these days and I look at the old HG kits I used to build like this, like huge nubs everywhere just left over. Just like I basically mangled the plastic. My dark days, my dark history. Alright, so C3 and C1 free and C2 free? Hold on. Oh, they are kind of symmetrical. Okay, so just like look for nubs here. These could interfere with the operation of the movable point, as they call it. So you have to like just scratch it a little bit. So I am building those kits, like I don't have an order or like anything planned really. But I don't do only Gundams, just as I've shown really recently. Yeah, I do have a couple of master grade kits. I don't really have master grade kits that I wanna. This is me just rambling, so sorry if it doesn't really make sense. I just start talking about stuff for no reason. Hold up. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what I was talking about. So, okay. Yeah, just like the very opening. Just bevel that edge a little bit. Just so it to initially slide in a little easier. I want to come apart just. Seems like a... It's not connecting just right. There you go. There we are. Send that. Oh, that was a nub, I guess, interfering. Nubs are like the yokai from Yokai Watch. Something going wrong. Must be a nub. Alright, so now C136, which is you there. And you just go on there without any ceremony. Okay. It might be the neck. Alright, A1, B, A1, okay. And then B. Three. This one. Look around for a little thing here. Oops. Almost dropped out. But yeah, I try to do a kit almost every day. I have like literally hundreds of those. Not of these, but like hundreds of kits I have not built yet, so this will keep me busy for a year. And if I ever manage to get this monetized, I'll be buying more kits. And that will keep going on forever. It's like Sisyphus and that boulder, essentially. That's what I'm making for. So let's go here. Wait, this is number 2. Okay, first, let's get this out. Now it's stuck. How did it get stuck? That's kind of the whole point of the process, so it doesn't get stuck. Is it air pressure keeping it in here? Okay. Yeah, it says to put the... Oh, there we go. Did I just... You put this on first. Like so. So it slides right in. Oh, that's interesting. Is this where the pilot goes? Maybe. I guess not. Alright. Okay, so that's that. It moves slightly. Is this upside down? No. Yeah, it is correct. This kind of interferes with the motion, doesn't go all the way up. If I did it the opposite way, oh, maybe not. If I did it this way, nope, doesn't fit at all. It has to be that way. But it only moves very slightly. Very slight motion here. Maybe that's enough. Alright, so D1 and D3, which are these things. And these pieces here. So we try to put them on there. Gonna check for fit issues. Here's a tiny piece. It's gonna be a bit hard to hold. There we go. Nope, not this one. This one. We'll only go one way anyway. Let's get rid of the nub. Try to. Like if you use a sharp nipper, the whatever's left over will probably just shave right off. It's like a very That's the importance of getting good tools. At least, well, you don't need good tools for everything. For example, my file is from a dollar store. Got a pack of like 10 for like maybe $2 or something, which is weird. You go to the dollar store and stuff is like $2. But yeah, this is like, it's not a fancy file, it's just a bare basic metal file. You just need one, really. The only thing that's remotely pricey that I use is a nipper. Even the drill bits are like AliExpress cheap metric drill bits that cannot drill anything except wood. Like, it's supposed to be metal drill bits, but it just like destroy themselves if you try to drill anything harder than softwood with it. Hold on, where does this go? A12. Alright. Looks to be this one. Do I have country music playing? Oops. I shaved a bit too much on this one. Ah well, nobody will see it out there. So, I mean, shaving with a knife is faster, but you can damage the parts, especially polystyrene parts, which tend to be, yeah, I think I nicked this a bit too much. Alright, and there we go. So which way do you go? Is it symmetrical, or does it fit only one way? I guess this way? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Curve downwards. There we go. Now, it goes here on the back, or is this another articulation point? Hold up, this way. Okay. This is a large one. This is 4 millimeters. I think that's the biggest hole I've ever seen. That's as big as they go. I don't think I've ever seen like 5 millimeter holes. Alright, so let's maybe on an SD kit. I don't know. Those tend to be a bit. There you go. Just pops right in, stays there. Okay, so now A4, which one? I'm running out of pieces here. Oh, A4 and hold on. No, these are okay. These are A4 and the other one. I'm guessing A5. Check for nubs. There's like barely any. Maybe just one here. Alright, C7. Hold it like this. This is the C17, so polish the parts that seem that they might interfere. This is a movable part. I want to make sure it's clean. It goes like that, goes like this. The little lip there points towards the inside, so I need to push this in. Oh, this is an arm thing, I guess. Right. Same thing on the other side, I'm assuming. So you just and the interference a little bit. Find anywhere where it might be an issue. It's already clean. Just turn the part around, look for like knobs that might look like it will overlap on stuff. So again, the little thing here points towards the inside. Use your stick to push those in so you don't hurt your fingers. And then we need what? We need to join them on each side. This will like keep the whole thing together. So move this forward a bit. And that should, well, actually need the number 2 here. Just drill slightly. Or a bit more, I guess. That's okay. Like the frictional forces will kind of keep things together. Alright, so there we go. Nice. Fits perfectly. Just slides right in with a minimal effort. I mean, if I hadn't pre-drilled the holes, it would probably be a bit harder to get them in there. But yeah, it's like fits perfectly. You can of course like add a drop of plastic cement later on to kind of make things just like perfectly bond and then permanently. You know, I guess that's the advantage of not using polycaps, because polycaps wear out faster than polystyrene. So, like if you move them a lot, they will get loose, and probably it'll be hard to like replace. Say if you glue things together and it becomes okay, so we now arms. Anyway, anybody joining us, please subscribe. I used to think that it was weird people always ask people to subscribe, but here I am today doing the same thing. Yeah, I only need 1,000 subscribers. I'll only ask until I get reach 1,000. I'll be like, yep, no need to subscribe, you can go along your merry way after that. But yeah, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so if you feel that this is interesting content, just give me a hit that button, as they say, as the kids say these days. I'm getting the nubs off here. Okay, it probably needs a filing on this one. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, share it with your enemies. Hear the lamentation of their women. You know, the usual. Alright, so C1 for... Why was I even doing that? No, I didn't need that yet. Okay, C1... 4, 5... Getting all the pieces I need here, so... There you are. Let's check for any kind of fit issues, because those are going to be part of some kind of movable part and likely going to be I guess they control the density of the plastic they inject in those, because they do have different feels. It's still all silk polystyrene, but this feels like a bit like ABS. Has that same kind of shiny, I don't know, like the same smoothness as ABS. So, I don't know. I guess Bandai is getting really good. I mean, they've been getting better and better all the time. That's their business. Well, that's not their business. Bandai is a huge corporation, but a part of Bandai that, what is the business anyway? They're the conglomerate of media stuff, I guess. Wouldn't surprise me if they have like they sell washing machines on the side. A Zaibatsu? So I don't think Zaibatsus are like, it's like that trope you see in lots of anime and manga where, or I guess Japanese media, where it's like there's an heir to an empire. See if this fits without me. Yep, it fits just fine. Sometimes you just do it like small test to see if it's going to fit without needing any kind of... Okay, get in there. Oh, wrong way. All you see is my fingers because the part is tiny. There you go, fits right in. So we have those weird things here. And now we need B. Oh, B. Oh, hey. B is the dark plastic. Okay. So B14 and B15. Bit of a thing here. Slice slowly, you don't like push hard. Push hard, it's gonna slip and cut yourself. Let's check the other side. Yep, definitely stuff that's gonna interfere. Alright, so you take this one, whichever I guess is symmetrical, and then you, at the bottom, you'd use this one here, and then maybe a tiny bit. There we go. Same on the other one. Let's go ahead here. So or not. The hell? Okay. Just looking ahead a bit on the left arm instructions. I'm putting the right arm and left arm together. Ow. I'm gonna pinch my fingers on this one. Alright. There's a minor things here. Okay, let's keep going. So, and then see these things. Seesaw motion if it's on a curve. Oh, wave motion. I don't know. It's like I call it a seesaw motion. Alright, and then these parts. This is very soft plastic, so don't need a lot of effort to clean it up, like remove the nubs. Be careful you don't gouge the underneath. I think I do have Brady Vent. Yeah, I did. I bought a few of those. Yeah, I did buy a few, like several of those of the Kyoukai Senki kits. So I wonder if it. I don't know if it looked cool. I probably bought it. But yeah, I'll eventually get to it. I have, like I said, I have hundreds of kits. So, eventually, we shall get there. This is symmetrical, isn't it? I feel like it is. Yeah, it looks symmetrical. Why are you giving me a lip view instruction? Yeah. Okay, where am I supposed to put this? Okay, so let's see here. So I hold it like this, and it's symmetrical, so I do not see the point of. Well, whatever. I guess it's the only difference between the left arm and right arm. That's the only tiny. Alright, so if I hold this, and I do this, and then I do this thing here, that's just very slightly, and that should fit. Not quite. There's like some annoying. There you go. Like the stuff that's gonna overflow into the. I wonder if the focus is probably not working. The focus is probably not working the way it should, so this is looking blurry. For me, it is working the way it should, and I'm the only one seeing blurry. Right. Not quite as smooth as I'd like. Let's give it a little bit of help here. This twists a bit. Alright. Took a bit longer than I would like. Okay, so let's keep going. So these things go here. Also need these ones. Why is it my happy birthday plate? Metal file better than glass ones? Oh, metal file better than glass ones? No. Well, maybe. I mean, this is like cheap. I just looked for a metal file and they had it. Going next to the Gundam Caliborn fighting because but you know the thing glass file. I don't know what glass file. I mean, I guess the sanding paper. I guess I don't know. There's no real difference. I mean, it's just how. I don't say it, but it's basically a skill issue. That's kind of the way you can explain it. Like, if you're using a glass file and you're used to it, just keep using a glass file, but you don't need something expensive. This is like a dollar store metal file. and it's a bit beat up. I mean, even a fresh one would have been fine, I guess. I mean, that's because it's beat up, that's why it's working fine on plastic. But it's a very cheap metal file. I still use it for metal work and stuff occasionally, like on softer metals. But it's just a matter of like not applying a lot of pressure, just like gentle when you... Okay, I don't even need this part. What am I doing? This one stays here. But yeah, the trying to show here is like you don't need expensive tools to be able to build stuff. I think I'm doing okay. It does get the stuff off. Just so I do not have a glass file. I don't know. Actually, I have to Google that. Hold on. Oh, so it's, well, it looks like sandpaper on. Oh, not. Well, it's clear. What the hell? I guess it might be a matter of like grit. This is rough. I mean, it doesn't feel too rough, but it is rough. If you've ever seen like a metal saw, you'll see like the teeth are much finer than a wood saw. So like it is like finer grit than you would have a... Well, it's fine grit essentially, so it's not too bad. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I've never... I guess like glass files are a fairly recent invention. So this goes like that, and points this way. And just trim this a little bit. These are a bit... But yeah, glass file is more like for finish. Seems like it's for like clean finishes. So maybe those make sense. They used to get, I mean, I remember getting like seeing like foam, which is basically just like strips of sanding paper, fine grit sanding paper, just stuck on some foam, which could like match the contour of whatever it is you're sanding. But okay, there's a bit of a gap here. It's a bit messy. Alright, so let's put this here. I don't recommend 4 against either, so I just use this one because that's what I have and it works. It is working fine so far. Oh, got this part, which is A1. This is good enough to like remove leftover nubs once I finish separating the parts from the runners. You can go quickly if I want to remove lots of stuff. I go slowly if I want to kind of polish it. So I can just use one file from almost everything. It's just a matter of like knowing your tools and being used to them. You shouldn't like go... I mean, some tools are like designed for the purpose, like these things. But sometimes you just have to like get used to the tool you're using. What the hell is wrong with this one? Oh, I did this one already. Yeah, did this one already. Did this one. Oh. Nope. Or sometimes just slicing these off are easier. But definitely something else I like to say is like curved exacto knife is always better than straight one. Almost always. The straight ones will break. This one's like 10 years old, hasn't broken. And it's been beat up quite a bit. Sharpened a few times. Still working fine. Okay. So now we need those things. This is one. Where be the other one? Oh, there it is. So we take C8 onto A15 and A16, which is this one. Like so, and like so. We need to like sand those a bit. I mean, there's nubs on the thing here. This shouldn't be fine. All right, so this goes here to test it. Seems a bit. I mean, maybe it's meant to be tight. So let's just try. Okay, well, it fits kind of. And then same here, there's like a little notch in there. Okay. Can do it. Use this to press it together so we don't hurt my fingers. Pressing too hard on a small surface. I do have the caliber somewhere too. They came out with a few more Witch of Mercury kits recently, so maybe I don't have all of them. I need to double check. So this one goes on here, and kind of skinny arms here. Oops, rather skinny arms. A little bit ill-fitting, but we'll take it. Do the same on the other arm here. Oh, just fit this a little bit. Just slightly countersink the just tiny bit here. So it like guides itself easier. Okay. Right, and then this here goes here. And there we go. This is left arm, this is right arm. Okay, so we need, oh, forgot the hands. So we have a gun hand. We're almost done. How long did I take? 2 hours. Oh well. It's better than nothing. Let's do all the hands all at once. Oh, this is accessories, I guess, need to be done. Trying to break this thing, it's very thin. It's like compared to like a Gundam hand, which is usually thicker, it's really thin. I could probably just like slap this together without thinking. Well, we'll see. Alright, so head, which is this, 2 parts. Just make sure you get the... Where's the... Should I be putting stickers on here? Oh, okay. So this little white thing here comes with a sticker. So that's the eyes. Or the camera, yes. I think, yeah, that's a nub. Alright, getting that on there is going to be tricky. Where's more stuff? I keep putting those things. I'll do. Excuse me. Okay, we have two of these, but only... I'm skipping ahead. So this is the head part here. So we need to put the sticker on this. Obviously can't... Well... It'll be very difficult to paint that kind of detail on there. So we use the thin sticker provided. And kind of aim it for the middle, and it is not sticking. Okay, so you nudge it a little bit. I think I got it in the middle. There you go. There we are. Here's a piece of wood to kind of press it on. If we're doing things properly, I should have used like a cotton swab with a bit of alcohol to clean the surface before I stick stuff. Because I've been handling this, so there's probably like finger oil and stuff on it. That's one of the reasons, like if you're doing an RG kit with a bunch of stickers, sometimes stickers don't stick because you've been pressing and like pushing parts together. There's like all your finger things on it. That's why it's like it doesn't stick. Right. So A18 and A9, or 8 and A9 goes like so. Let's make sure you get these parts here. You file without applying pressure. Oops. Well, seems a bit tight, so I'm gonna slides right in. There we go. Fit issues here, I guess. Slice this off. Missed a nub here. Alright, it's perfect. More or less. Now, B, this thing. So this should go in here. Use this to push it in. Alright. Check around for nubs. There's one right here. File without applying pressure. Just let the defects or the roughness work itself against the file. Or sometimes you gotta have to come in and finish it a bit. Overall, looks fine. Anything else? Right. And then one goes here. There we go. Two, which is the last part, really. No, not exactly, but the last body part here. Just oops. Okay. Anybody joining us this late in the stream, please subscribe if you find it in your heart to give us a, well, hit that button, I guess. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers so I can get a little bit of pocket money out of this thing just to support this hobby. I only need 1,000 subscribers, nothing more, unless YouTube decides to move the goalpost again. Like years ago I started this channel. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to like fund my hobbies during doing YouTube videos. As soon as I did that, YouTube changed the rules saying that you need 1,000 subscribers to be able to get monetized. I did get approval to be monetized, but then they rolled it back, which was kind of annoying. Back again, trying to free up some space. You like build some kits so I can get rid of all the boxes of kits that I have, or at least put them away somewhere. They take less space when you take out the runners and collapse the boxes. That's what I'm going for. Alright, so and I guess this one, well, yeah, this one's fine. Do I have closed fist hands? I have, how many hands do we have here? I have lots of hands. So we have open hands, double gun hands, double closed fist hands. Plenty of hands. They're very bony fingers. Yeah, very impractical if you're making a robot, unless you're manipulating very small light objects. But if you want something that's strong, you definitely should not be using such delicate things. I mean, to scale, this is like 72 times bigger in real life, but still 72 times, so 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 50, about this big. Okay, that's not that small, but I guess it makes sense. But yeah, it's a very fine finger. It's good to play piano on a 72 times bigger piano, I guess. And look good doing it. There's a red finger here, which is odd. Alright, so we'll build these later. So for now, it's just focus on getting this out the door. One finger here, one hand here. It's a weird angle, but what have you. Alright. You go there. Oh, I think I got this. I turned this too much and it ended up in the wrong spot. The hole for the thing is hidden. Luckily. There we go. And there we go. I mean, it is symmetrical, the arms. The only difference is this thing, which has a different side, but you can just... It doesn't matter. You can just swap the arms around, swap the hands around, whatever. Okay, so we've got all the bits and pieces. We'll do the assembly, and then there's accessories, I guess. The males... Oh, I guess there's a little bit of motion here, I guess that's fine. The males got the first one in the series had like a very interesting piston mechanism. I don't know where it went. Did I put it away already? I think I did. But yeah, it had a very interesting mechanism for the arms and a piston in his chest that was kind of impressive for an SG kit. So this goes, nope, like this. Okay, it goes up and down. Nice. Fits right in. Oops. It has to go to the bathroom? Alright. So this one goes like this. And goes like this. They do a T-pose for me. And finally, oh, I need something else. I forgot something important here, the horns. Horns and a little peg thing over here. Once I finish building this, the kit is kind of dusty, so probably needs to be brushed up a little bit before I can, well, before nothing really. Wait, hold on, there's a... Put sticker 1 on it, which one is that? Where? One, guess. There's a hole for this? There's no guide for the... Oh, it's here. I'm gonna do that too, I guess. Rid of that nub here. Same thing on the bottom a bit. File it without applying pressure. That way only the stuff that sticks out gets filed out. Once it reaches the more flat surface, it will not bite, essentially. Okay. So I'm just gonna do these 2 orange things. Did I miss the... Where's the other sticker go though? Probably wasn't paying attention, but there's like somewhere else we use the other sticker. Okay, it's fine. There's not a lot of instructions. Well, maybe it's on the other page. So let's just use these 2 little shiny things over here. Take it like so. You put it in here. And it will not stick, obviously. It's too busy getting stuck to the E. Then you just nudge it around a bit. Those are tiny. I mean, I could probably... probably have some gold somewhere. Take a pointy stick. And just tap it in there. And just press it in there so it doesn't go anywhere. I guess a bit. Yeah, it's okay. Close enough. Yeah, some shiny stuff in here. Same thing with the other one. Try not, I guess, lesson learned, just try not to just hold it as gently as possible and deposit it in the thing here. And try to... Way to go. Oh, it fell off the thing. What was I even doing? Alright, so then you can lodge it in here. There we go. There we go. Not too bad. Now where the green one goes though. Maybe we'll see in a minute. It might go on the gun or some other accessory. Shall see. So we have the head. Finally, you go on here. No, wait. Horns. I forgot the horns. Again. So, and where'd the other one go? And there we go. Push that in with this. It goes all the way in. Same on the other side. There we go. It's a horny bastard. And you. There you go. Nice. It's a very, I mean, it's a simple enough kit, but it is kind of relaxing. Blah blah. Compatible with AB, ACB5. Action base. Sold separately. Does have a butthole for the action base here. Seems like the standard Gundam action base that we all know of. There's some more blah blah blah. Aim blah, 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 blah. Asian Free Trade Entity Entente Forces, not entity. So yeah, so these are the bad guys. The bad guys. Well, the people who are subjugating Japan. I think that's a kind of there's been a few shows in recent years with the same sentiment of foreigners, I guess, coming to Japan. Well, like the sentiment that like Japan's economy is doing so bad that it might get sold off to some foreign power. What the hell happened to Greece anyway? They failed, right? They went bankrupt. What's up with them these days? Oh, it's a bit stiff. Alright. Doing the robot. Okay. So you can use these pictures, I guess, for a color guide. You have also a color guide down there. Oh, I guess this goes here. Let me see. Who would have thought? This looks like a place you would put that green thing here, but it doesn't say. So, where's the green stuff go anyway? It's black. Oh, it goes on the gun. Alright, so we'll finish the main assembly here. And it's not a bad kit. It's just a figure. It doesn't have any polycaps. It has a fairly wide range of motion. Probably very faithful to what the show is doing. But then again, these I believe that these let's try to make you stand here. There you go. I believe that these I can't even see it. Was I off frame the whole time? I wonder if I was building stuff over here and nobody could see anything. Maybe I was building it. Okay, well, I need to check. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, finished building. Hopefully I wasn't over here building it where nobody could see it. Terrible. And yeah, this is the thing here. So let me just put the deer back. So it kind of looks up at you here. Oh, you don't even see it. Oh, there we go. So we built this. Has a wide rate of motion, of course. You can build a gun, which the gun is just like two pieces of plastic slapped together with a. Oh, I guess there's a little bit here. It's not very complicated. Hold up here. So it goes in here. Up here. Why though? Nothing too. Yeah, it's a usual HG weaponry that doesn't have a lot of details to it. Well, it depends. Like some HG kits have very detailed weapons. It's kind of the main thing. Not the main thing, but you'd have to go like Gundam Thunderbolt and the like. Oh, that's where the rockets go. Okay, I'm gonna put you over there for now. I don't know why I'm having to do that, but I'm just having it sit on a leg. Alright, so it was like this though. So hopefully I was in frame. What frame? I had to check. Yeah, I guess it was fine. Anywho. Maybe, Okay. Final push. We're doing the accessories or weapons or what you would call it. So we have all of these. We have we have two clips. We have these things, and we have that thing, and we have this thing, and we have whatever this is. And we have those things. And we have rockets. And we have an axe. What are you, a Zaku? Well, it looks like a Zaku axe. Yep. The Heat Hawk. Alright, so this goes. Okay, so we have a few things left here. Alright. And some rockets. So these are just accessories, like this post building the main body. But overall, yeah, it's a okay kit. Showcases some of all the, well, not really. I mean, it works. That's all I'm trying to say. So let's do the gun. 29, 28, 30. Make sure there's no interference with the fit here, so I just glue that all together. No, not glue it all together, just press it all together. Just press. Oh, I guess that's nice. Usually this would be just like two halves, but they kind of made the barrel like its own thing, so there wouldn't be a a gap like running in the middle of it, and yeah, that's not bad. So I do the same thing here, just clean out those things in the middle, like it's gonna interfere in the gap, in the fit here. It's a bit annoying to them, like it took them 30 years, 40 years to like figure this out. We're living in, well, we're living in like technologically very stable, very advanced era, but then the world is ending, so you pick your poison. Okay, I need to clean the gap here. Just make sure there's no fit issue. Quick sand. That comes with like 2 spares. Oh, this is nice. You can like actually pop the... Okay, I take it back. This is, well, it's still very simple, but it has details. The barrel is like one piece instead of like 2 halves pressed together, which is not bad. Do I have to? Yeah, I need to put number 2 here. I don't usually do the stickers, but these ones only have, there's only 2 of them. Well, very few, so it's not it's okay. Come on now. Problem is you got to hold it and push this on at the same time. And you can do it. Alright. Then you use your stick or a pointy object. Well, preferably something softer than the plastic. Not metal that's going to scratch this thing. Come on. Okay, probably should. You know what? Let's take this off for a second. I mean, this would have been done anyway. So what you do is you just dot this a bit. This is plastic cement. Meant to. It is clean enough, and I'm not. This isn't particularly. This isn't bad. I mean, it's not like some super detailed weaponry that I need to clean. Need perfectly clean, so it's fine if I just do that. So use some few clamps over here to kind of press it together. Same deal here. Should dot around. The plastic cement is very thin, so it will basically get carried into the gaps and. So take a few more clamps here. Just clamp this over here. A bit excessive amount with the clamps, but all right. Just a dot here, so just put it in the gap. It will run through the channel created by the gap through capillary reaction. And heck, why not just one more clamp here. There you go, plenty of clamps, way too much. Okay, well this is doing its thing. I'm gonna do this one. Where'd you go? Same deal, just have my thing on here. Let's just take this off. Hopefully the glue on the sticker doesn't go weird. Just make sure you get the stuff that's gonna interfere in the fit. More over here. Get these out. These out. And just a final shave here. I mean, it's nice that you have like clips that actually you can kind of slot into here. That should be done. These are also very cheap plastic clamps that are useful to have when you're building things. And well, not just plastic models, like sometimes they're useful just to have around. You want to clamp something without it being too hard on the material that you're clamping. Metal clamps might scratch the surface or whatnot. There you go. Alright, we have a scope on this thing. I guess there's no scope. That is the scope. That's it. Oh, there's no scope. So which one is that's the left to the right arm. This could be right-handed or left-handed depending on your preference. So I just put this directly on there. And you can use that on there. Well, that's one thing I don't like too much about these. I mean, these are gonna, if you're gonna say put this on a back or something, you're gonna have to pick and choose. Oh, spare clips go in the shield. Cool. So this goes here and goes through here. And then actually get rid of the nubs here. Just polish without applying pressure. Let the rough parts just rub itself out on the file. And then this goes in here. Wait, no, this and then what? This? Hold on. Oh, this way. Alright. Oh, nice. The shield isn't just one lump of plastic, that's good. Depending on the HG kit, like, well, so most HG kits I've built will just give you like a big lump of plastic for a shield and call it a day. And you have to actually paint the parts that are different colors yourself. This one now, you get put so much extra effort that you get the bolt, whatever things here, like already made of a separate thing. So we just put this one in here, has a nice clip here for the holding of the things. This here goes in there. This is the this one gets affixed to this thing, I guess. Alright, so this one goes there. This one goes, and pop this out, and pop this right in. Alright, so it's slightly angled. So, oh, it is symmetrical, I think. Does it even reach? I don't think it reaches. And this here goes in here. You have like the spare for the clips and what have you. And you move over there. You move over there. You turn and twist. And there we go. Why do you need... this doesn't make sense that you think about it for a second. Why would you need humanoid robots and then giant guns for the humanoid hands. Why not just have weapons that attach to the machine like you would expect it to attach to a machine? What is that? Was I out of frame again? Yeah. Let's move this here. Alright, so whatever I did over there, probably out of frame, but there you go. So you have this here with its gun assembled. And now we build the last part really, which is the rocket back something, what have you. So we have the axe. The axe is simple enough. You just it's one of those. Or actually one of these. There we go. I guess the other hand can be assembled, just so you don't lose the parts. You have an axe. I don't know where the axe goes. Probably on the... Ah, it goes storage in the back. Okay. It's actually stored in here. Or you could put the D optionally. Okay. Alright, so almost done. So this goes like so. These are basically missile pods. Yeah. If you had a machine, like a giant mecha, you don't need to put hands on it. You can just put attach weapons like this on it all over the place. Doesn't need to fit. Doesn't need. You don't need a bazooka that would like to scale be like the same kind of bazooka humans would hold. You're free to do whatever you want. And I guess that's the romance, or how to say, the romanticism of mechas and what have you. And all right. And this just sits in here then. This way. Oh, needs to be cleaned a tiny bit. And you just pop into here. I don't think you can like, yeah, these like there's pegs in here for this, so you can't just have them launch out. I mean, you cut the pegs, I guess, but that would be. I guess you could. No, maybe. Well, no. Like there's still stuff in the way. You wouldn't be able to get out because of all the fins and what have you. Not particularly realistic, is it? And then we just pop this in here, maybe. Should go in there. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. There we go. And use the stick to just push it in further. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, no. And then the little door thing over here. Hinge, whatever. There we go. Same thing on the other side. Put this in there. Clear those little knobs here. I feel like those might be interfering. This thing over here goes on top. So press it in. File any kind of excess here. And finally, the little door thing. Now, a bit of a nub on this one, so just clean it up. Oh, it's okay. There we go, more or less. And this goes here. You have full armament, I guess. This goes on here. That goes on there. It's a bit busy, but it's alright. Looks a bit busy now, but it's the full thing. Okay, I put the hand on there, but you get the idea. So, there you have it. This was the Nyuren. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but Nyuren from Kyoukai Senki. One of your typical shonen mecha animes that pop up every now and then, and Bandai will always be making kits for those to our delight. Not a bad thing. It's a SG kit, like a modern SG kit, with all the conveniences. It fits all nice and smooth. There's no polycaps, so if you don't like polycaps, that's fine. It makes for like tighter designs, nicer fits, I guess. Not necessarily tighter fits, but the technology has progressed to the point that it is fairly it does fairly well. So yeah, it's fully articulated. All the I guess it matches whatever's in the show. It doesn't have, it has this weird thing it can do, I guess, if it needs to sneak around like a weirdo, or I mean it get quite small. As rockets, an axe because it's pretending to be Zaku, butt flap for whatever reason, horns, yep, very nicely articulated. I mean the mechas in the show are, let me put this in frame. The mechas in the show are designed, they are built probably with simplicity in mind. That's like that the real mecha philosophy, but also probably thinking about the model kit tie-ins and whatnot, and how to make it like an easy to design thing. You get that vibe. I've been getting that vibe from like recent shows, really, like any like, which is like stuff that's made by Sunrise, or the, like that, you know, and they will try to get model kits made out of it. I mean, occasionally you get like very interesting things, which I'll probably do one tomorrow if I'm not busy cleaning. I may have to clean up. I have a few boxes piling up I need to break down. But yeah, this is not bad. Not bad at all. It's kind of fun. It's relaxing. Not a stressful build at all. No surprises, nothing like that's like, oh, this is painful, I don't want to do this anymore. You never feel like that. Can't question the design decisions. So like, if this is a military vehicle, why does it have heels? That's not practical. They're gonna sink in the ground. Maybe like some attachment needs to go on it or something. Like bipedal large robots would be a problem because you have a column of weight on very small things, which will increase the risk of it getting stuck in terrain that can't support its weight. If you want something, if it's like massive, because growing up in height, I think, is it like squared or cubed? I guess because it's like it grows in 3 dimensions, so the amount of the mass increases exponentially. And yeah, if you have it on very small, so like you would basically have elephant feet. That's what you would need essentially to support its weight. You don't need to be quadrupedal with like large elephant feet. We're talking like an AT-AT here. AT-ST probably doesn't make sense either. That thing couldn't possibly run around on the moons of Endor. Talking about Star Wars here, but whatever. So I did apply all the stickers on this thing. It was very easy. It was like not many stickers, so not very easy, and it's nothing that's like gets in the way. This is the anime. Well, basically, it is a 3D. It is cell shaded 3D models in the anime, I think. Oh, hold on. I got it wrong. It's not like this. It's like that. Wrong. Wait. What? Hold up. So this goes like this, and this goes like that. Okay, so like this. I see. Well, it works either way. I mean, hold up. Does this go like this? Did I get the whole thing wrong? Yep. That's why it didn't click. There we go. I got the legs wrong. So this goes like, you pop it out, then you pop it back in. Oh, so it's like a reverse heel. That's how it looks like. That's why it didn't click before. I mean, the legs work both ways, oddly enough. Like if you like swap this, make this like a different kind of knee, it still also works. Actually, it might work better. Yeah, it has a weird reverse foot here, which is weird. I think this is the heel. No, this is the heel. I guess the armor is facing front. The back isn't that armored. Alright. I guess I got that wrong. So, what was I doing the whole time? Oh yeah, there you go. So, yeah, well detailed. There's not, you don't have to paint much. There's like a few dots of paint here. Again, I feel like this has been designed with model kit building in mind. It doesn't have very complex things. Like if you have something that like say somebody else, for example, even Gundam wasn't originally built with model kit building in mind. So that's why you have like, they had to make concessions when like making a scale kit of it. It took them quite a while to like figure out how to make it work perfectly. But it actually stands worse with the legs as shown in the it's a bit less stable on its feet. Yeah, it has a bit more limited range, I guess. It has to like crouch a bit more when walking. It's a bit less stable. It's actually more stable the other way around. Alright, there you go. So, you get the idea. So you have the gun head, the thing. Yes, what was I talking about? Yeah, it was designed basically as with. Hold up. Does this move? Oh no, that's how it looks by default. I thought this was kind of moving or something, but no, it's just a bit dimpled, or edged. Well, inclined, I guess. So this goes like this. You stop wobbling, or you're falling over. Alright, so let me go a bit closer. Like so. Yeah, looks quite nice. Yeah, just pop this out so it's like looks more horny. This axe in the back, the Zaku axe. This is Sunrise, so I guess there's like, you have like Gundam feels to it. Like this is a Zaku axe. Well, it feels like a Zaku axe without the extra cabling here. But overall, yeah, it's like not a bad, quite good kit. Let me look at you. There. Not bad at all. Yeah, so that was my that was a build of the Kyoukai Senki A-Maim Warriors on the Boundary. I think that's the English title. And yeah, it was the number 7 in the lineup, the Nyuren. I just picked the box at a random from the pile of the house, so that's what we have for today. I built this, and it's quite nice. It's relaxing. It's not a stressful build. It doesn't require a lot of paint, or almost none. I'm taking a look at the pictures here, provided there's not much really have to paint on this thing. It is as it is. Sensor, like blah blah, like blah, or to plaque, play. Yeah, I mean, looking around, like there's not much. There's a few black parts, just like details, I guess. Oh, even not even. It's already there. Well, just a few tiny dots here and there. You have to just add a little bit of black within those like little dimples that are already there for you to guide you. So yeah, again, I think it feels like this is the whole series, the mechas in the series were designed to become model kits down the line. It's a very generic. Well, except I guess all the political stuff I guess is mildly interesting, but it is kind of a generic plot line. Boy get in robot, boy fight bad guys, boy have friends, same age group, also in the rebellion, piloting similar robots, and there's some probably mystery to it. Anywho, probably some prototype machine with special features. Yep, so that's what we have. This is the enemy suit, I think. Oh yeah, not bad. I keep saying that, but yeah, that's what it is. Not bad. Alright, I think I'll stop rambling now. This was the, Nyuren Kyoukai Senki. So, hope you enjoyed it. Give me a like, give it a subscribe. Subscribes are important, that's what I'm looking for. If I get 1,000 subscribers, YouTube will recognize me as a person. And I can make a little bit of pocket change on these things. Maybe buy more kits with it. That's it. Alright, I'll just leave this here.